again and the kids are back in school. Thank goodness. Here we are in the frantic 40s and the music is better than ever. And it's amazing how our new kitchen wonders are helping to take over the hard work. Everything is improving. Electric range is better, refrigerators are bigger and make lots more ice cubes. But my favorite is the electric dishwasher. Now Mother spends less time in the kitchen and I don't have to dry the dishes anymore. Oh, I spend a lot of time here. Have to. Now the television has arrived, Grandma and Grandpa have taken over my den. Television has changed our lives. It's brought a whole new world of culture into our home.
Are you asleep, dear? Come on, dog tiger!
Well, to each his own. Right, sports? No doubt television will improve and the kids will learn a lot from it. Right now, my son is more interested in models. Airplane models, that is. I hear it. And so do all the neighbors. Good work, son. Sports, knock it off. How about that? My son, the engineer. Well, okay, where was I? Oh, remember back in the 20s when young people got their exercise dancing the Charleston? Well, today, our daughter Jane keeps in shape with electricity.
Babs, I'm having so much fun in my first year in college. Have many seniors yet? Oh, dozens. And Saturday I'm going to the dance with a real dreamboat. Are you doing any of the new dances? Oh, we still jitterbug. But I'm having some trouble with the rumba. I can't quite get the hip action. Oh, and listen, Babs.
Any more hip action and she'll disconnect something. Quiet, sports. You can never underestimate the power of a woman. And speaking of women doing things, Mother's caught up in the new do-it-yourself craze. She's remodeling our basement. It's something called a rumpus room. Mother's pretty ingenious, like using her food mixer for stirring paint. Oh, well, that's my wife said.
John?
Yes, dear.
I was just thinking.
About what?
That if you hired a man to do this, wouldn't you pay him?
Of course, dear.
Then I should get equal pay.
Well, well, we might negotiate something later on, dear.
When?
Now is the time, now is the best time.
You stay out of this. Well, if it's time for anything, it's time to move on. And it's time to sing the song again. Come on, everybody. Now is the time, now is the best time, now is the best time of your life. Life is a promise, live every minute. Open your eyes and watch how you win. Yesterday's memories may sparkle and gleam. Tomorrow is still but a dream. Right here and now, you got it made. The world's forward marching and you're in the parade. Now is the time, now is the best time. It is a time of joy, of strife. There's so much to cheer for. Be glad you're here, for it's the best time of your life. You know, this is the time of day I really love. Will you look at that sunset out there?
Fabulous. Just breathtaking.
Great way to end a great year.
Really? It's beautiful, but I must say, having the whole family here together on this New Year's Eve is even more beautiful.
You know, dear, I think you're right.
Well, of course she is.
You tell him, Grandma.
I mean it. We're all healthy and together, and I think we're living in a wonderful time.
You and Grandpa are sure having a wonderful time. In 1 year, you managed to travel around the world, take up tennis, and even organize your high school reunion. Incredible.
We have an awful lot to be thankful for.
Well, the old gal's right about that.
Grandpa, wait a minute. What about all those good old days of yours? The ones you're always raving about?
Yeah, they were good, all right, but I tell you, we had to spend quite a chunk of those good old days just taking care of essentials.
Oh, essentials. Glad you mentioned that. It's time for me to start my New Year's Eve spectacular. Omelette superbe, avec jambon.
Not the famous omelette superbe avec jambon.
Known in other circles as ham and eggs.
Now, don't push it, sport. As for you two, whatever happened to respect for your elders?
I always wanted the same thing when you were growing up.
Well, you two can ponder that age-old question. But since it's almost dark, I think I'll put your recipe on memory and throw a little light on the subject.
Oh, Mom, while you're at it, will you touch the program scan? I'd like to see the New Year's Eve celebrations in Europe and the East.
Is it that time already?
Well, of course. Matter of fact, it's past that time in half the world.
Wow. The awesome things they teach these children nowadays.
Very funny.
Celebrating the New Year here in London. A large crowd is gathered.
Tremendous pace as happy Parisians welcome the New Year.
A happy holiday spirit fills the evening. We still have several hours before midnight here in the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World, but already people from all over the world are celebrating the arrival of brand
Goodness,
new year.
look at that.
As you can see, fireworks lighting the
That's
sky.
great. You know, Mother, I feel like sending up some fireworks myself.
We really do have a lot to celebrate. And not just things either.
No, it's the whole quality of our lives.
Hey, it's great you two feel that way.
Why shouldn't we?
The world is getting more complex.
Really?
Well, today's always more complex than yesterday. Always has been.
But it's more exciting, too. Today we have so many more choices.
I think that's the best part.
Sure, today they're bringing good things to life that weren't even dreamed of a generation ago.
Oh, speaking of good things, sounds like it's time for our omelette superbe avec jambon.
See? Even sports enthusiastic about the future. All right, fella, I get the message. And yes, dear, you're right. Now is the time.
Why don't we all sing it?
Now is the time. Now is the best time. Now is the best time of your life. Life is so fine. Live every minute. Open your eyes and watch how you live.
We hope you've enjoyed your ride on the Carousel of Progress. Now, please gather your personal belongings, take small children by the hand, and exit through the same door as you entered. Thank you, and have a happy new day.